Hi, and welcome back to another great night of Concordia on Air. I'm Desi.
And I'm Sam.
And tonight we have...
On news, registration is quickly approaching.
Plus an interview and A&E segment with our very own alumni, Michael Harvilla.
Hi. Plus, we'll be talking about some sports.
All that and more tonight on Concordia on Air. So, Sam, how's your week been?
Well, we're chilling. We're halfway through. I don't know, this feels like a long week.
Yeah.
But we started late today.
Technical difficulties.
We had to lay off most of our staff.
Budget cuts. Let me
Yep.
tell you.
Economy.
I'm happy I'm still here.
Supply chains.
I thought I would have been the first one cut.
I would tell you too, I'm going to be honest. I'd rather do this alone.
Thank goodness for Emma. Emma kept me here. And Maya. Shout out to Maya.
Yeah. So, what's happening this week here at Concordia?
Homecoming week. We should have dressed up in Cobber gear. Where is our school spirit,
I
for
don't
real?
have any school spirit. I don't like it here.
What's your favorite way to show school spirit?
I don't know. I pay a lot of money to be here. That's my spirit. I don't have any spirit. Which way would I show spirit?
Getting chased by the Concordia turkeys. That's mine. You gotta run real fast.
They're not very fast.
They are fast.
You're lying.
They can fly.
No, we're back on the turkey thing. Why do you always talk about turkeys?
I love the turkeys secretly,
Not
deep
thanks-
down in my soul.
It's
I
not
love
Thanksgiving.
the turkeys.
But what's happening for homecoming? I haven't done anything yet. I honestly wouldn't even know it was homecoming, except for those cool decorations. Saw those.
Yeah, those were cool.
I
Tomorrow
don't know
night.
anything else though.
Tomorrow night there's a bonfire and fireworks.
Fireworks?
I heard from a little birdie.
So that's where our budget went? They bought
Yep.
fireworks?
That is where the Concordia
My
on Air
gosh.
budget
Okay.
went. But bonfire, I heard it's gonna be the biggest one ever. Like ever.
What are they going to throw, like couches in there?
Maybe
That's what I would burn.
couches,
There's so many free couches you see sitting out on the thing. I'd pick them all up, throw in a fire.
Colonel Cobb. Sacrifice Colonel Cobb?
I would. Popcorn?
Ooh,
That'd be a lot of popcorn.
that's what we're gonna have is popcorn. And then what else? Friday is Bunko, which
yeah,
I
I
heard.
don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either, but I
I thought it was
heard-
bingo.
Yeah, I don't know, but I heard it has dice. I don't know, but
Yahtzee.
like $200
dice game, I
worth
know.
of prizes.
Prizes?
Yeah, and then Saturday. What's going on Saturday? Homecoming parade.
Parade in the morning. We'll be there. Well, I don't know about me. I might not show up.
We
but
will be there.
People from here will be here.
We will.
Whatever staff we have left.
Yeah, due to budget cuts.
Then what do we have?
The
Football
football game.
Go
yeah.
go sports. We'll talk about that later, I guess.
Roll Cobbs. Cobbs roll.
What else? There's a dance.
Oh, Johnny Holmes dance.
If you want to get jiggy with it.
Best
know.
dance moves.
I'm not good at dancing, but
Yeah. Oh, another question. Who would you pick? Niblet or Colonel Cobb?
I mean, I don't know. I think I'd want to just beat both up. I'm feeling aggressive.
Not Niblet. You can't beat up Niblet. He's just this little child. Colonel Cobb is scary, though. I will
That
say.
stupid grin on his face. It's always there.
His
It's like,
eyeballs are like crazy.
anyway,
Anyway, should we hear what Kay has on the news tonight?
I think that's a great idea.
Welcome to News, I'm Kay. With fall break approaching, it's now time to start thinking about meeting with your advisor. The spring semester 2024 will come up quickly, along with a date to start registering for your class. Concordia's registrar sent out an email that details important dates to be aware of from Wednesday, November 1st to Wednesday, November 8th. It will be advising week. This is a good time to meet with your academic advisors and discuss potential classes that will be needed for completing your majors and minors. From Tuesday, November 7th to Friday, November 10th, it'll officially be registration. It was stated by the registrar that students should complete the Student Biographical Information Review and Student Financial Responsibility Agreement, as you'll need to have them both filled out to register for classes. If you use the email as a resource, they have links available and steps on how to fill out the forms.
Thank you very much, Kay. And I'm Maya with more campus news. On Sunday, October 15th, there will be an inauguration for President Irvin. It will be taking place in the Memorial Auditorium from 10:30 a.m. to noon. A reception is to follow the event, and it will be located in the Knutson Center atrium. Though some of the inauguration panels have already passed, there are still more to attend. On Friday, October 13th, panels titled Voyage to Tomorrow, Embracing the Future will be taking place. Various college staff, students, and other will be discussing the way Concordia has been shaped and their vision for the future.
The title of Wildlife Photographer of the Year 2023 was officially given to marine biologist Laurent Balesta. The contest was put on by the London Museum of History, and they titled Balesta as the winner for his image of a tri-spine horseshoe crab and a small cluster of golden fish above it. This is Balesta's second win, as he was also awarded the title in 2021 with another underwater image featuring blue-tailed cod, also known as camouflage groupers, while mating. Both wins featured species that are now under threat due to overfishing. The horseshoe crab is especially endangered due to the use of its blood in many vaccines, and has been used in a plethora of vaccine tests during the peak of COVID. It's hoped that other ingredients can be used instead, so the crab species can remain protected and safe from the threat of extinction.
Recently, Valley News Live investigated posts on Facebook about 2 dogs outside a Fargo apartment that had been left in the car. Posts from surrounding citizens stated that the dogs had been left in the vehicle for an extended period of time. Valley News Live was able to reach out to the owners of the dogs, and they were told that they were in the care of a family member. When reached out to the city of Fargo, VNL was told that it's not illegal to have an animal left inside of a vehicle so long as there are no signs of abuse or distress. For the time being, the possibility of having a new ordinance is being discussed that may be able to shed light on similar instances.
On Monday, October 9th, it was Indigenous Peoples Day, and throughout the Fargo-Moorhead area, celebrations took place. The local Indigenous Association held multiple events for the holiday, and their mission is to unite, connect, and strengthen the Fargo-Moorhead Indigenous community. Some of the events that were held were a breakfast presented by the Native American Commission and the Indigenous Association, a teepee display and presentation at NDSU, and a powwow held by the Moorhead High School. Moorhead officially started recognizing Indigenous Peoples Day in 2019, and Fargo even had the day replace Columbus Day starting in 2015.
And as we heard from Desi and Sam, there is a hefty schedule for all of the homecoming events going on this year. So an email was recently sent out about the dates and times of any activities that have yet to take place. First of all, Cobra's Got Talent will be taking place tomorrow evening at 6:45 p.m. in Olson Forum, which will be followed by the bonfire at 8:30 p.m., which will be taking place on the south side of the Jake Christensen Stadium. On Friday at 7:30, Bunko will be hosted in Barry Auditorium, and on Saturday, the parade will start at 11 a.m. on 8th Street, featuring Concordia clubs and their floats, followed by the football game and, of course, the Johnny Holmes dance at 9:30 in Olson Forum. There's plenty of time left to get involved with homecoming events, and if you need to see a better formatted version of what's going on, check your emails for a schedule from Cobweb Express.
We're back. We're talking about sports again.
Yeah.
That's what we do around
Good thing
here.
that didn't get cut in the budget cut.
Yeah. Concordia sports. I don't really know what happened.
Not great.
This week in Concordia sports. The football team lost.
They did against
They're 2-3.
the Johnnies.
St. John's. Yep.
Yep.
A bunch of other
Not
teams
a terrible loss, though.
Loss is a loss. I don't know what to tell you.
It was like 42-23. Not terrible, though.
That's
Against the
pretty bad.
Johnnies.
It's like 18 points. Did I do the math right?
The
19?
The Johnnies are scary. So scary.
Yeah. Well, Concordia sports. That's
very sad.
Yeah.
It was a sad day. Except
but in
for
Minnesota,
women's soccer.
women's soccer. What did they do?
I think they won.
Oh,
they did
okay.
win.
Shout out women's soccer. In other Minnesota sports, what do we got? The Twins.
The Twins.
They're playing right now. Game just started. I was watching it on my phone like a minute ago.
He was.
Edward Julian hit a leadoff double. Then Jorge Polanco hit into a weird double play. Pena caught it on the run, tagged him out. It was weird. So the Twins, 2 outs in the top of the first, if anyone cares. Twins. Mm-hmm. They're facing elimination tonight. Down 2-1 to Houston Astros. Joe Ryan on the bump. Hoping he pitches well. I'm hoping.
Oh, you were pitching.
I was. Joe Ryan. The offense was terrible last night. Pitching was terrible. We lost 9-1. So we got to bounce back. Send it to a deciding Game 5 in Houston, which would be, I think, Friday. But anyway, Twins trying to keep their postseason hopes alive.
Yeah.
The Vikings, their postseason hopes are already kind of crushed. They're bad. Vikings are bad. They lost again this past weekend to the Chiefs.
Taylor Swift was not there,
No.
just so you know.
Okay.
The rest of us do care.
Anyway, but that's not even the worst news that we lost. The worst news is that Justin Jefferson is on IR, meaning he is out for at least the next 4 games, which is basically half our team right there, just gone. So we're terrible now. A lot of people want us to trade Kirk, tank for a quarterback. I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, our team sucks. Vikings are bad. Probably not going to make the playoffs. Almost definitely they aren't.
But you have to have
I'm
hope.
sad.
You have to have hope.
Nope. No.
I guess not.
At a certain point, give up
All
hope.
hope is lost.
All hope is lost.
Maybe they should make some cuts, some budget cuts. Speechless.
Does that
no
help?
Comment.
I think we want to pay people more, right? That's how you get better.
I don't
already
know.
bad.
That's why I'm not a business major.
You're not.
That's why. That's the reason.
Anyway, other sports. The Wild and the...
Oh, yeah.
They're starting the
Yeah.
season soon. They played some preseason games.
Yeah.
But the season, I think, is starting soon.
The Wild did lose.
The preseason, though, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they lost, though.
Timberwolves, they're playing preseason. They start soon. So that's 2 more Minnesota sports teams that will
So many things.
kick off their season.
Force just win a game?
I heard that the Force just won a game. Shout out to the Force. Is that soccer? Lacrosse. I don't know about
I
lacrosse.
thought it was like axe throwing or something. We're
lacrosse.
chopping.
Maybe it's axe throwing. Do we have an axe throwing team
That would
at
be cool.
Concordia?
What about curling?
Curling.
Curling? That'd
Yeah.
be cool. We should have that.
We should have. Why don't we have a curling rink here at Concordia?
That's
Like a curling club?
That's a good question.
I'd do it.
I would also do it. Like a
I'd do
broom. It's cool stuff.
Yeah,
That's like dad activities, though.
it is. But I'd do it. It's
Yeah.
curling. It's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else for sports?
I don't. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so. I want to watch the Twins right now. So I think that's all I got to say.
All right.
I think we're ready to kick it over to an interview.
With alumni Mikey Harvilla.
Send it to that.
Hey everybody, guess who I found hiding out back? Turns out since you graduated from Concordia on Air, he's been living inside of a small structure outside the back of the Concordia on Air studio. And I ran into you the other day and I said, hey, why don't you come in for the homecoming feature? And he was like, yes, I would love to do that. That's exactly what happened. So we are so excited to have Mikey Harvilla here today. If you are a longtime viewer of the show, you recognize this very friendly face here. He is a past host and A&E and all these other things here at Concordia on Air. We have a lot of thanks to owe you for our show existing the way it does today. So thank you.
Thank you.
You for coming back.
Thank you for inviting me back.
Absolutely. So you are officially a Concordia alumni. This is officially your first homecoming as an alumni.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to have a degree?
A bachelor's degree in communication.
What is that like?
Well, all that glitters is gold, friends. Those 5 years, all that hard work, it paid off.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the real world now, and it's really, once you get a bachelor's degree, I know a lot of people come into a collegiate environment with the intention of wisening themselves and then also going into the professional working field. And once you get a bachelor's degree, it is 100 times easier to get a job.
Yeah. Speaking from experience?
No, I'm unemployed.
Okay. Well, I do think that regardless of if you get a job or not, there are still some very special things that happen post-graduation, such as being able to make the Cobber connection with other Cobbers. You were telling me earlier of a story of an interaction of you and some past alumni that you had in where it was Costco, you said?
Oh yes, I was in Costco just yesterday. I had to get my tires changed because one of my tires blew out because I've got a kind of a beater vehicle
Beater?
And I was waiting in line at the tire center, and this just delightfully, kind of an elderly woman, I shan't call her old. I had my Concordia sweatshirt on, and she went, "I'm assuming Moorhead?" And I went, "Yeah." She went, "I'm a Cobber." And I went, "Oh, I just graduated last spring." And she pointed to her husband behind her, and she was like, "My husband's a Cobber too." And he went, and I went, "Ah, yeah. Roll them Cobs." And then the attendant at the tire center booth kind of pulled me away, and we did the thing. which was really a shame because I would have loved to just talk to that woman for hours and hours about Concordia.
Yeah. That's so special, though. All you had to do was wear Concordia gear.
Yeah. I don't wear my ring because it doesn't fit me proper. But if you have a ring, you should wear it because that'll happen too. If you wear your ring, people will go, oh, wow.
I'm a little bit too nervous to wear my ring right now. Just because I lose everything, and I want to at least have it. I want to be able to wear my ring while having a degree for at least a little while. I don't mind if I lose it after I graduate, but if I lose my ring before I even graduate,
yeah, that's kind of a bad
not risky.
omen.
So it sits inside of a little tin by my sink, and some days I'll be like,
Maybe
I would like to wear this today, but most days it sits in a tin by the sink. It's
reminder,
the most expensive thing I own. So.
If your ring doesn't fit you properly, you can get it resized.
You can get it resized. And I think it's
Big ups, Concordia.
free,
I think it is.
mark. Yeah. You got to still sign up to do the thing, but you can get it resized. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cobber rings, they're huge. What a big deal.
Bling.
Dang. Yeah, I wasn't going to get a cobber ring. I was going to get a tattoo of ear of corn.
On your face?
I haven't decided yet. I'm not, I don't know. I have the cobber ring, so I could still do both, but I mean, I haven't really made my decision yet. I mean, I got to graduate first. That's the thing, is how embarrassing would it be to have a cobber ring and a corn
the tattoo and you didn't graduate?
And not a degree.
Well, I've got faith that you can graduate.
Thank you.
I thought I wasn't going to graduate at the end there, but everything, I pulled through.
I've got faith because you made it through. Because
exactly.
If this guy can get a degree,
I
if
apologize.
This guy can get a communication studies degree, then
I apologize to everyone when you walk into the Student Center of Success and John Andrick isn't there. That is 100% my fault. I'm very sorry. He was locked in here like a ghost that needed to be exorcised, and once I graduated, he finally felt at peace and he could leave.
These are the facts.
These are the facts. This is public information.
Yeah.
He left and got a job at St. Benedict's because I finally graduated.
But he loved you that much.
He did.
That's crazy.
He loved my parents too.
Wow, that's so special. Yeah, I was really upset to see that he was leaving. So it's kind of rude.
On to brighter and better things.
It's okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Everybody, as we learn, we can regardless of the amount of time you spend at Concordia carries with you throughout the rest of your life, whether or not you continue to be a student or be a staff member. I mean, the Cobber connection is it's a special one. I mean,
you don't need to graduate from here as long as you spend some time here. We're looking at you, Jackson. Looking at you, Buckle.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, we do not. For those of you who are kept up on the lore, our two hosts from last year, Michael and Jackson, the dynamic duo, usually
we don't talk anymore.
Usually are standing up here, but yeah, there was some beef with the budget cuts, as you've heard. He still gets paid, which I don't understand how that works, because we don't get paid, but it's whatever. We'll figure it out later. Budget cuts, as Desi and Sam said.
Budget cuts.
Yeah, budget cuts.
You guys should see what the studio looks like right now. Actually, it's a shell of what it used to be.
Yeah, it actually is. No, they actually removed the ceiling.
Oh, watch out for the rubble!
Oh my gosh, Kevin Bacon, what are you doing up there?
Get out of there!
Yeah,
we're back to our old shtick.
We're still kicking, and I'm happy to have you back in here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, thank you. Well, I do know that we have a very special video package to shoot your way before we come at you with the arts and entertainment section of tonight. So do not go anywhere. Stay in your seats and watch this wonderful little package about our very own Sam Beatty.
Take it away, Emma.
Back on the gridiron for their 2023 campaign, featuring many returners, led by longtime head coach Terry Horan. Joining Coach Horan on the sidelines is a very familiar face to Cobber territory, Sam Beatty.
We've been buds for a long time. Obviously, he's a Moorhead kid, so he grew up in the Moorhead athletic system with football, hockey, and baseball, and he was around for when my son Tommy was playing. So I've seen him do his work when he was in high school, and then when he came to college and working here at Concordia College, we asked him to be a part of our program.
I think I stayed here like about 6 years, I think. So yeah, and then it's just all about having fun. So and then I just love to see all of my guys back again, and yeah, I'm just enjoying the fun.
Part of the fun for Sammy is serving his teammates.
So practice, his role is really to help out where needed. Fills a lot of water bottles, that's for sure. He always is the guy who breaks us down at the end, and he always will have some motivational piece of information for all the guys about Saturday's game. And And he hasn't traveled with us, but he's at every home game, and certainly just him being around our guys, they know how special he is, and you know, his words matter. They really do.
For senior wide receiver Dawson Schaefer, this couldn't be closer to the truth.
Man, Scrimey's awesome. Every day I see him with a smile on his face, and he's always bringing positive vibes to the team. And it just like brings up all our spirits. I mean, I can't really even describe it. Sometimes you have to just be there in the group, hearing him just motivate us, especially before all of our games. So it's been awesome having him.
While Sammy may not be out on the field, he leads the team onto it and is invested as ever.
He's as competitive as the day is long. I mean, this guy, he doesn't sleep very well when you lose.
It's safe to say Sammy's been sleeping good, as the Cobbers are on a 2-game win streak to start their season.
Hey, what's up?
We were just talking about
We're
music.
just talking about the local music scene, because that's actually something we really love. We love music. Do you love music?
We're on. Oh gosh, I love music, and that's why I'm really glad we're here to talk about music.
Talking about music! Yay! So, we had a little thing that we started. We did one volume of it, Mikey Maya Music, where we share some favorite albums and artists and songs of the moment. So I thought since you're here, let's do the second episode / grand finale of Maya Mikey Music. So how this is going to work is we're each going to talk about 3 songs that we have been listening to, 3 albums that we've been listening to, and then one artist that we are really into right now. Would you like to start? Would you like to share your singles with me, or your tracks?
Okay, I'm gonna rip down this list here. Beck, where it's at. I got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Yeah, yup.
This is Courtney J's track is called Can't Behave. Boot it up right now, listen to it on Spotify. Courtney J, Can't Behave. It feels like you're sitting in a convertible and you're watching your favorite 2000s raunchy rom-com. It's so tasty.
That sounds amazing.
And then Eels, Novocaine, For Your Soul. Really great. It's one of those, you kind of forget that you know it, then you turn it on, you listen to it, and you go, God, life is hard and so am I. You're there.
Dang, wow.
Let's hear about yours.
Yeah, so my first track is the song Cobra Style featuring Mad Cobra by Teddy Bears, which if you don't know is the song that goes bum diddy dang diggy diggy, you know? I was on the car with my friend Lizzie the other day, and she was like, I'm gonna play you the song, you're gonna know the chorus, you're not gonna know anything else, but you're gonna know the chorus. And it was that song, and I said, I do know that song. I do. So I've been listening to it because I'm like, I want to learn more than just the chorus. Second song from the original motion picture soundtrack of Theater Camp. It's the finale. The song that goes, Camp isn't home, but is it kind of? Kind of it is. I think it kind of is. Because first of all, lyrical genius. Second of all, camp isn't home, but it is kind of. I can say as both a theater camp counselor and as a regular camp counselor, they nailed it on that one. And this song bangs and this movie bangs. So I've been absolutely cranking this one. My third track is a song called Bully by the local Minneapolis band Kiss the Tiger. I got to see them open up for Sammy Ray and the Friends last Thursday, and they absolutely blew my mind. And this song is so much fun. It's very much like a kind of like a grungy, punky talk sing. If you have a dead grandma, you will be able to relate to this song as I did. So anyways, shout out Kiss the Tiger, shout out Theater Camp, and shout out Teddy Bears and Mad Cobra. Yeah, do you know
I love Kiss the Tiger,
They're so
actually.
Cool. Kiss the Tiger's awesome.
Bully, the track name Bully also reminds me of a group called Bully that's very good as well. Kind of the same smell as Kiss the Tiger. They're kind of in the same vein.
You know? Yeah. It's a good smell. I hope it wafts everywhere. I like that. I like whatever that is.
I want to walk into a room with that
you're like,
smell. Okay, I'll rip
like
through
good
my
music.
albums here. So I got Ben Folds, Fives, Whatever and Ever, Amen. I got to see Ben Folds, just him, not the 5-part, earlier this week. Phenomenal show. It was at the orchestra. Great guy. I love this record. I only knew one track on it for a really long time, and about 3 years ago, I decided to listen to the whole thing, and I really just loved it. It's great.
That's the best way to discover albums.
Oh,
is have
yeah.
You have one track that has been on repeat, and you're like, maybe the other ones are also
Maybe they're also good.
And they are.
Yeah,
because
they are.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
So.
Brick is so great. And then we got Radiohead's The Bends. I slept on this record for so long. Radiohead is my favorite group of all time, and I always went, OK Computer is the greatest rock album of all time. It just is. I was wrong. I will admit now publicly, I am sorry, Mikey Nation and Cordon Air Nation. The Bends is the greatest rock album of all time. I'll say it now and I'll say it proud. High and Dry, The Bends, Planet Telex, just an incredible list of amazing rock tracks. Go get The Bends, baby.
Amazing.
Listen to The Bends.
Thank you for taking responsibility and admitting you were wrong about that past album.
What else can I say?
I haven't picked out a favorite Radiohead album yet, so I don't know. Maybe this one will have to get up there.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows? My albums. It is officially October, which means it's Cocteau Twins season. So I've been listening to a lot of Heaven or Las Vegas. Only this album. Something I don't know why. I like the other ones. I like all See Swallow Me and whatever. All those things are, but something about Heaven or Las Vegas as a piece of work is very, very good and very, very fall time. I recommend walking around by the river at nighttime in a little jacket and boots and a hat, listening to this album. It is the closest you can get to truly understanding the meaning of life, I'd say. So
this is my favorite Cocteau Twins album.
It's so good. It's so good, and it's like, I don't know. It's fun to hear music that's old that we've kind of started to make. Like I feel like it doesn't sound like it's from the 90s necessarily.
No, listening to it is like this definitely could have been made yesterday.
Yeah, I mean very much like along the lines of like, I don't know, think about like do you know Slow Pulp, the band Slow Pulp?
Oh,
They've got like, they're like the new shoegaze sort of movement or whatever. It's so fun because it's just like good music. Another fantastic album, Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by Miss Chappell Roan. We talked about her briefly last week, but I did want to shout her out again because I have been continuing to listen to this album on repeat since it dropped, and it's just so good. She is such a wonderful pop star. She is like a brand new genre of pop star that we haven't really gotten to see yet, I don't think, and I'm really, really excited to see what she has to do with this tour that she's on. This album bangs. Every single track is fantastic. I can't even pick a favorite. It's lots of fun. Lots of subject matter that that artists aren't necessarily always writing about, so it's fun to hear her just be completely just like out there with whatever she wants to make a song about. So
she makes me want to do jumping jacks.
Yeah,
like in the best way possible.
I listened to her song "Hot to Go" yesterday and ran around her room the entire time. I just ran around.
Oh, I'm so glad that she popped up on my TikTok feed like half a year ago, because now I'm like, every time she comes up, I get so excited.
So fun. It's so fun, and she's so fun to watch too. I mean, I haven't seen her live, but I've seen videos of her live, and I've got to be in that room one day. But
speaking of being in the room, what goes on in the room with
Lil Tay? Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know.
Lil Tay back?
Lil Tay back. Lil Tay wasn't gone. Lil Tay
didn't die?
Lil Tay didn't die.
I didn't think she died.
I didn't either. Yeah. For those of you who don't know Lil Tay was a very big internet meme, I suppose, about 5 years-ish ago. She was the little girl who was like flexing on everybody with the money in the
sporting
cars.
bands saying that like I got your mama's rent on my wrist.
Yeah, something like that, talking about how rich she is. But then a couple months ago, something came out that she was dead. But she wasn't.
Turns out she's got a horrible relationship with her father.
Yeah, turns out she's got a very, very abusive father who is trying to not get her into the industry. But now, and she had to go silent for legal reasons. There was a huge court case or whatever. But now she is back, and she came back. Oh my gosh, she came back with a bang. I don't know if you watched the live, but she came back with a Instagram live stream where she played Hotel California and sang Hotel California, and then she played Master of Puppets on electric guitar.
That's so
and then
raw.
spilled
and
all the tea.
She's only 16, right?
She's 16. And I didn't realize she was such a musical genius. I didn't realize, I thought she was just a meme. I didn't realize she did music. But anyway, she dropped a single called Sucker for Green, which I hate that it's so good. But I'm really into it, and she's self-produced and she's self-written. Her and her brother, are kind of doing it all themselves.
Kudos to that.
Which is really cool. I love a non-industry plant.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that Lil Tay is not an industry plant.
Speaking of non-industry plant brother and sister,
crazy.
My artist is Lawrence. I have loved Lawrence since I first heard them. They're an incredible duo. They've got the feel of a big band group, which there is a considerable amount of them. They've got a full horn line, but they're just incredible. I've never seen Lawrence live, but many years ago, Mart Moldy went and got me a t-shirt. So very sweet. Shout out, happy late birthday, Mart. It was yesterday.
Happy late birthday, Mart. I've seen Mart for so long.
But yeah, love these guys. Breakfast, They got a new single that just came out. It's really great. She's the lead singer here sounds like Nika Costa, just like so soulful.
Yeah, they are.
They're both so
crazy
talented.
good. Yeah, they take a ton of inspiration from different places as well, which I think is so fun when an artist can have not necessarily like a specific niche, but their niche is that they're different and they're taking bits and pieces from all sorts of styles. I mean, there's the jazz influence. I mean, there's a big band influence like we talked about, but also at the same time, it's just a solid, happy pop track sometimes.
They rock.
But yes, anyways.
All in all, take a screenshot of this right now. Check all these out. You trust Maya and I. We should be trusted. We're the pros.
Yeah, we actually have the greatest taste in music in
We do.
the state of Minnesota.
No opinions here, just facts. Okay, we gotta sign off.
Yeah, we're gonna sign off.
It's time to go to bed.
It's time to go to bed. We have had such a blast here today. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for helping out within all of these budget cuts. We really appreciate it. We'll see all of you guys back here next week, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Concordia on air. I have been Maya Lisney.
And I've been Michael Harvilla.
And we will see you again soon.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.